We are making some major changes to our confirmation program here at St. Paul. As we raise up our children, we want them to have all the knowledge and skills to proclaim and defend their faith throughout their life. And as the needs of our students and families change, we need to adapt our programs to best serve and equip them for their life as a Christian. Come along with us as we discuss what our program will look like going forward. Before we can discuss the changes we have made, it's important for us to discuss the purpose of confirmation in the church. To prepare people to boldly and confidently confess their faith, that they affirm the faith which God Himself created in baptism, and continue to live out their faith in the church, which joins and rejoices in this public confession. Think of it as watering the seeds that God has already planted to encourage strong growth and formation of faith for lifelong discipleship. So what things were we looking to accomplish with these changes? Based on surveys sent to our families, research on educational models for increased learning, and discussions on how to best teach the faith, we composed a list of goals and outcomes for this program. First, instruction in the Christian faith based on the Bible and Luther's Small Catechism. Second, encouragement and involvement of the family in the life of faith. Third, emphasis on worship and concern for whole of family life. Fourth, lifelong learning habits and faith formation. And fifth, project and activity-based learning. With these goals and outcomes, we believe we can better equip and encourage our students in their faith journey. At this point, you might be asking yourself, what's this going to look like? Confirmation is just one piece of the journey of faith, and our hope is that this program will be a strong stepping stone for our young people. The program will encompass those in grades 5 to 8, thus making this a 4-year program. We will be moving to Wednesday evenings in person every other week. That will shift slightly to every week in the seasons of Advent and Lent, where students will be required to attend the midweek worship service followed by a shortened class session. By expanding our program into 5th grade, we will not be losing any class sessions, but instead the same amount of learning will be spread out over 4 years instead of 3. There are some key changes we are adding to the program to better serve and equip our students. First, there will be split class instruction time during our in-person class sessions. We will split the entire class into several smaller groups to help with learning comprehension and increase conversational learning. Next, we will be transitioning our memory work to being called Learn by Heart. This name change is to encourage students to not just memorize the words, but to write them on their heart. Students will have the option to either orally recite their memory work for the day or to physically write it. Third, we will be implementing a mentorship program with the entire congregation called Barnabas Buddies. Members who wish to participate will be assigned a confirmation student whom they will be anonymous to for the year. They will encourage their student with cards, letters, gifts, and lift them up in prayer. I encourage you to look at the book of Acts to learn more about a biblical mentor named Barnabas who influences this program. Next is our family adventure activities. During the confirmation year, families of confirmation students will need to complete 6 to 8 family adventure activities. These will include things such as service projects, watching movies and discussing biblical themes, reading a Bible passage, and creating a meal together based on that biblical meal, and others. The idea is to encourage faith development in the home and with the entire family through fun, engaging, and exciting learning opportunities. Finally, through the process of confirmation, a few other changes of note. Students will participate in communion after 2 years of instruction, followed by continued instruction and participation. The students will then go through the rite of confirmation after their 4th year. All these changes and additions will help connect confirmation and family life and serve to better equip students in their life of faith. With these changes, we will accomplish our goals and outcomes while encouraging faith development and meeting the needs of our young people and their families. Above all, we want to be pointing our young people to Jesus and lifting them up and encouraging them to have the knowledge and confidence to proclaim their faith to the entire world. In all these things that we do, we strive to remember that whatever you do, do all to the glory of God.